Hey, we're live. Hopefully, we got some of you guys on the other side of the world in here for once. What is it, like 8 o'clock where you guys are? 7 o'clock? 8 o'clock? Maybe even 9 o'clock at night? What on earth is going on here? Oh. Let's go ahead and get this twittered out, shall we? Gotta get it out in the social meteors. Live now on YouTube. Come say hi. Alright, we just put it out there. What is going... Where are the comments? Yeah, 8 in the UK. That's what I thought. I thought it might have been 8 in the UK. God, I really wish YouTube wasn't so retarded when it came to comments. I'd like to be able to read them, honestly. But hey, it is what it is. We've only got 4 people in here. Everyone's out doing their thing on a Saturday. Nobody wants to be on YouTube. Yeah, nobody wants to be out on YouTube. I'm only going to be doing this until 1 p.m. my time, so for about 45 minutes because I'm going shopping for my birthday. Early birthday stuff since we have such a busy schedule and my wife wanted to get me something early, so I don't know, we'll see if I find anything or not. I have a hard time shopping for myself. I never can find anything. It's like, you know, when I'm not buying anything or I'm not shopping, I can think of all sorts of things that I would like or want, but then when it comes down to it and you have to make a decision, I just can't. I can't make up my mind. Let's see, update automatically. It says people are tweeting me saying that they can't comment. What is going on here? Wow, YouTube is being so stupid today. What is happening? Okay, do the best you can, I guess. Try something else like maybe Twitter or Facebook, I guess. There we go. Now I can see your comments. Don't know what the heck was going on. All right, we got 15 people in here. People are starting to kind of trickle in. I appreciate you guys coming and watching on a Saturday. I know you guys probably have much better things that you'd rather be doing than watching a tech geek talk on the internet about tech stuff. And I moved my computer back on the desk because see, there it is right there. I didn't like, that I couldn't. It was farther over there on a table, like way off the side of my desk, and it was okay. I mean, but it was always there, and I liked it. I liked it being within reach to, push buttons when I needed to do certain things, and it's also just a good idea to have it in iShot when you're water cooled, just to kind of keep an eye on things that may be, First of all, I don't use IE. I use Chrome. Thank you very much. But yeah. It's a good idea to keep an eye on your PC, especially when you're water cooled. I've never had a computer leak on me. And I'm going to have to go ahead and do that now that I just said that. Do you guys remember when I redid the water cooling and it turned kind of purple because I forgot to flush the pump, so there was a little bit of red dye left in there from the old coolant? Over time, I want you guys to see this. Over time, it went clear again. Look at that. It went clear again. And then there might be like this, just the slightest hint of, where I don't know which way my hand goes here. There might be the slightest hint of purple in there, but look at that. It's gone almost clear again. And I'm going to be putting the Mayhem coolant in there, which is pretty cool. I like the Mayhem stuff. I think it's pretty awesome. And I'm going to keep the angle just like this. I think this is kind of a cool view for Tech Talk. What do you think? I kind of like this. Awesome. Let's move XSplit out of my way here. Okay, so I don't have necessarily anything I wanted to talk about today other than the fact that I know that so many of my European followers and friends out there and my Asian and Australian guys, whenever I do my live streams, it's usually 6 p.m. my time on a Friday or a Thursday, and you guys are long asleep, and I know the replays are kind of boring. I mean, people will watch an hour-long stream, but they won't watch a 20-minute video. So I don't expect you guys to do that. So what am I doing? I've locked the door. I've put the kid up for adoption, and we are going to hang out for the next 45 minutes. Or at this point now, the next 39 minutes, because at 1 p.m. I'm getting out of here. Promised the wife we'll go get some things out of the way today. And like I said, early birthday shopping. Definitely don't want to miss that. One other point of business. If you look down into the description, you will see a click to tweet. That is being given out on Twitter. And you have to be following on Twitter. I don't care how much people complain, oh, you do your giveaways on Twitter. That is a Twitter thank you for hitting 1,000 followers. And I thought about, I was going to do a $25 gift card, but I upped it to BIOSHOck Infinite, which is worth a lot more than $25. I might still do a $25 gift card in the future here just because I like to. But I wanted to, you guys liked my live stream on Twitch of BioShock Infinite so much, and there was like anywhere between 40 and 50 of you guys in there at all times from beginning to end of the game, and you guys liked it so much you guys wanted to play it. So I understand that not everyone has a PC that can run it, or not everyone has Steam, or not everyone even has a PC, but that's the bottom line. That is what it is. So it's a Twitter thank you. Click that button. It will give you a link to just click tweet, and it will automatically put you in the drawing. I'm going to pick a winner later tonight, and it's going to be done with Twitter Draw. So Twitter Draw is going to be how it's randomly picked through that hashtag. Clicking it more than once doesn't enter you more than once, just so you know. So only click it one time. It won't up your chances to spam it. So what do you guys want to talk about? What's your tech questions? Let's take a look at the comments in here. We got 30 people in here now. Adam Bowker says he thinks us tech guys have better things to do on a Saturday. I know, right? I'm going to be doing some Twitch live streaming later today. Probably some Battlefield, maybe some Warcraft, because I like to go into Warcraft and just troll lately, because I don't take the game serious. I don't even like the game that much. Minecraft. Why? For some reason, you guys really seem to like my Minecraft live streaming. Not Minecraft. What's wrong with me? Minesweeper live streaming. Oh my god. I put on the epic movie soundtracks, and it gets pretty interesting. And yeah, so maybe later I'll do some Minesweeper live streaming, because that's what you guys seem to really like. Holy crap. If you guys were in there for any of those Minesweeper live streams, put it in the comments. What do you guys think of those Minesweeper live streams? I've had people come into the Twitch channel when I'm sweeping Mindstream, and they're like, what the hell is this? And then they get stuck. They're like, oh my god, it's stressful. Anyway, MW Quickscopes says, or Modern Warfare, I guess, Quickscope says AMD versus Intel. I got a video on that. Go watch it. It's probably 6 months old now, and I need to redo it because we got new stuff coming out for both. We got rumors for AMD, and then we've got Haswell coming out next month for Intel. So it's definitely going to be worth redoing the video right after the launch of Haswell, because I don't want to do the video prior to the launch of Haswell. Then it becomes immediately outdated. So once Haswell launches, it may or may not be the time I make the switch to Intel. So we'll just have to wait and see then, won't we? River Elijah 13 says, Jay, what are your thoughts on the gameplay of Watch Dogs? I haven't seen it. I mean, I don't get as much time to game or follow up on gaming news or anything as much as I would like. So I'm a bit behind on that. I'm sad to say. But I do have a product review that I'm going to be doing here in the future, probably in the near future, probably next week sometime. I get a lot of comments of people when they're building their computer. They've seen me say and they've heard me say that I don't recommend that they use stock coolers, because the stock coolers that come for both Intel and AMD just really suck. Even if you're not overclocking, just keep it as cool as possible. Why put any undue heat into your processor? The highest rated cooler on any computer parts site, doesn't matter if it's Newegg, Micro Center, Amazon, I don't know if NCIX is included in this, but the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo is like one of the most highly recommended. It's got 5 out of 5 stars and like 17,000 reviews on this cooler. And the thing is, you can get it for $30 or less depending on where you shop. So I'm going to be doing some overclock testing with this cooler, and we're going to see exactly what comes of that. Put that right there. And other than that, I've still got so much in the pipeline that I want to do. I just put up the video today that I recorded yesterday, obviously, which was about RAM speed and how it affects gaming performance, which on a CPU it doesn't. Of course, as with any video I've ever done, there becomes a debate about, you know, whether or not info is accurate or not. So there's a bit of a gray area there where apparently APUs will suffer more from RAM speed because of the fact that the system RAM has to double as a VRAM. But I would really like to get my hands on an APU because here's my official response to that. When you take VRAM on a graphics card, like my 680 right here, and I've overclocked that by an entire gigahertz. I have overclocked this graphics card's RAM by a gigahertz and seen absolutely no improvement in gaming performance. Now, I understand that APUs are not only sharing it for VRAM, but because it's shared information processing, that the faster the RAM is, the faster it can get the information out of the queue and through the CPU, the better performance is going to be. But I just, considering APUs, if you're already using them as a gaming processor, you're already not getting great gaming performance as it is because APUs are not great gaming processors and graphics chips inside of them. So you're already getting minimal frames per second. You're already having to really drop down performance settings on the games. So how much are you really going to notice it? It's like saying, yeah, okay, if a CPU is bottlenecking this graphics card, that's noticeable. But you're already bottlenecking your gaming experience simply by being on an APU, because discrete graphics always is better than an APU. So I'd really like to get my hands on an APU system so I could really put that to the test and find out exactly what the facts are regarding that. I'm gonna check out some of your comments here and see if there's something I can answer that's fun and exciting. Boxera says hi. He just subbed today. Hello, welcome to the channel. Adam Bowker says he loves Minecraft. I've never played it, so. My Twitter information is also down in the description. Click that show more button. It says follow me on Twitter. There's a link. There's also a link to my Facebook page. You guys should all be liking that stuff because I've done a lot of giveaways. For a YouTuber that's not that big, we're creeping up on 11,000 right now. I do a lot more giveaways, I think, than some of the big YouTubers. And someone commented on or tweeted me today and said that that's what they feel separates guys like me from the big YouTubers, is that I'm constantly giving back and showing appreciation, where a lot of the big YouTubers just kind of say, hey, I am me, so there's your reward. You're following me. And I don't feel like that. So I'm always doing giveaways and stuff, but I'm always giving extras to people on the social media. What I mean by that is the Twitter giveaway. That was 1,000 Twitter follower, thank you. So it's only open to people on Twitter. When I reach 500 likes on YouTube, I'm planning a giveaway, or not YouTube, for Facebook, I'm planning a giveaway just for Facebook followers. That's only going to be announced on Facebook. So it's important that you guys follow these different social medias, not for just information about myself or technology or notifications of when a video goes live. There's benefits to that too, that could directly, reward you guys. So what else we got here? I see a lot of people saying hey. I'm going to give a blanket hi to all of you, all 40 of you who are watching right now. 1666 number says, will AMD's next gen GPUs beat Titan as well as probably be most powerful in next gen Nvidia GPUs? I don't know. I honestly don't, because the 7970 was being handed, it was being beaten by the 680 by 20% on most 1080p graphics benchmarks. But then they revamped it with the Gigahertz series, and now they trade blows depending on who the developer of the game is. Titan was a pretty big leap forward in terms of the 500 series versus Titan. It wasn't a huge leap. 680 versus Titan, only 30%. I don't know. I think AMD has its work cut out for them, but I also think that AMD's got something up their sleeve. I don't know what it is, but I think they've got something. The bottom line is, I hope it competes with Nvidia at least on the same tier of performance, because then that drives prices down. And as consumers, that's what we want. We want prices to fall. If there's no competition in a particular market, then you get market control, and they have full control over pricing, and that's bad. I mean, think of gasoline, for instance. There is no competitor to gasoline, so gasoline prices are through the roof. And we Americans like to complain about $4 a gallon gas, but I know a lot of people in other parts of the world, like the UK and Australia, pay a lot more, even when you factor in the conversion rate for gas than we do. It's amazing, too, how much computer parts cost in different parts of the world. I was corresponding with someone on Twitter today that was asking me, or on Facebook, my God, I can't even talk, on YouTube comments and YouTube messages about their PC build, and I told them that I thought that their graphics card price was a bit high because they put dollars, so I assumed they were in America. Turns out they were in Romania, and of course, just like Australians, a lot of other countries are completely hosed when it comes to graphics card pricing and just general pricing of computers, which I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, especially since all this stuff is developed in Asia. You would think that Europe and other Asian countries would get a price break. Who knows? Myro Polainen says, you know what sucks? The fact that your CPU cooler doesn't fit in your box and you have to satisfy with the stock cooler. Yeah, that's when it's time to get a bigger case, that's for sure. I do have the Fractal R4 right down here, actually. It was on the couch back there, and now my towels that I need to fold, honeydew list, is back there. But the R4... it's about $119. You can find it for about $103 on Amazon. If you live near a Micro Center, they will price match it. For a $100 case, it's pretty wide, and it's a mid-tower. So it's not super tall. It's not as tall as this bad boy. I mean, this thing is huge right here. But it's about this tall compared to the NZXT Switch 810, which is what this is. But it's wider, and it's soundproof. It's very, very quiet. It's fully filtered. Cases are becoming a lot more, full functioning for cheaper prices now. So if you can't fit something like this in your case, it's time for a new case. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Matthias Lindberg. Hey Jay, I'm thinking of getting an aftermarket cooler for FX 6300. How do I get rid of the thermal paste on your CPU that was on the stock cooler? Simple rubbing alcohol. You just don't pour it on your processor or your motherboard, but just pour it on like a microfiber cloth or even paper towel, and just it wipes off pretty easily, and it helps get rid of any of the residue. Just don't touch it. Don't touch the cooler or the CPU heat spreader with your fingers, because oils from our skin can affect the paste. So it's just simple rubbing alcohol. If you live near a computer store, some places sell thermal paste remover, which is really just more alcohol and a prettier bottle, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. Number 9 had a very good suggestion. Use a coffee filter, and the reason for that is it's not going to give particles or fibers that are going to come off of it. That's why you never want to use like cotton balls or anything like that, because you'll get fibers everywhere. Yanoto says, you're cooking some salmon right now. Do I want some? Little fun fact about JayzTwoCents. I don't eat seafood. I don't eat shrimp. I don't eat scallops. I don't eat fish. I don't eat sushi. I don't eat anything that lives in water. Not by choice, but simply because it's disgusting. I don't like it. And which really sucks. I even told my wife the other day with all of the, the muscle building I'm doing and all of my weight loss stuff, that I really need to start liking fish, especially white meat fish. Like halibut and salmon's really good for you because it's high in the right kinds of fats, the omega-3s. All bodybuilders swear by fish, and I need to start eating it. But I just don't like the smell. It's so gross. Ugh. But yeah, offer it to some people in the stream. Maybe they want some salmon. I don't know. Steak Cake wants a high five. All right, you ready? Are you ready for it? Put your hand out. Put your hand out. Bam! There you go. It was more like broke your nose, didn't I? That was a high five, actually. I wasn't trying to like palm your nose into your brain or anything like that. Red Halo 626. 626. You don't happen to be in the 626 area code, do you? Let's see here. He says he's got a Switch NZXT 810 in white. Look at that. Yes. We're brothers from another mother, I think. Mr. No Fly White Guy says, yay, another person that hates fish. Please tell me you don't like eggs too. I will eat eggs one way only, and that is scrambled. I will not eat them over easy. I will not eat them sunny side up. I will not eat them, I guess, just plain fried. I don't know. I can only eat eggs scrambled, and usually have to have something in it, like mushrooms and cheese or like an omelet. But I don't just, and hard-boiled eggs, if my wife eats a hard-boiled egg, I won't get near her. She's got to brush her teeth. She's got to take a shower. She's got to she's got to use like Lysol disinfectant. I hate hard-boiled eggs with a passion. Anyway, I can't reach the poster. It's way back there. There, the rag hit it. How's that? The towel hit the poster for you. It's way too far back there. What is my opinion on Razer? Well, I have a Razer keyboard, and I'm going to type this comment. Whoa, I can't even type. To show how loud this damn thing is. But I really do like the tactile feel of the cherry blue switches that are in it. But Razer mice, don't get me started. I've got a Razer Death Adder back there in the smoke monster room, the closet that will avalanche if I open the door. The scroll wheels on Razer mice like to go stupid, where if you scroll up, you know, if you're trying to use the scroll wheel to make the page go up and down, the page will just go like up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It won't. It just like the wheel gets all jacked up. I like the braided wire. I like the length of the wire. I love the feel of it, but I don't care for the fact that the scroll wheel likes to take a crap because I use the scroll wheel all the time. But the Papadu, you don't want a Death Adder. You don't want a Death Adder. I said a while back that I'd probably do a video about why I don't like the Death Adder, and I just need to do it because I hate that mouse. Show the cam inside the computer. I don't know, let me see if I can get that up real quick. Camera. Okay, hold on here. Well, that's really bright, isn't it? I'll do that. Geez, that is really bright. Configure input brightness. There we go. That's almost better. Apply. You guys wanted the in computer cam. I use this when I'm live streaming on Twitch and stuff, just for the sake of it. There you go. There, put that right there. There, it's floating. It's floating over me. Okay, there you go. There's the computer cam. But now all of a sudden it's... Wait, hold on. Ah! That was loud. Configure input. No! Figure output. No. Piece of crap. All right, well, there it is. That's what you're going to get right there. There's my in-computer cam. It's around the corner, like kind of behind where the Evo would be pointing up. I might move it inside there. I don't know. I don't even know why I have this stupid camera, but hey. Sultan S, where do you live? I live in Southern California. I live east of Los Angeles. ZTAC95, what GPU would pair well with an AMD 8350? Any graphics card will, honestly. I'm using a GTX 680 with it, and a lot of people give me a hard time because I've mixed Nvidia and AMD. I have absolutely no problems with it whatsoever, just like some people run their 7970s with their 3570Ks or the 3770s. It's fine. On a build I did a couple weeks back, and I'm getting ready to build another one, identical computer over there, which is a different case. I did a review of the 7870, and that was on an 8350. It did really, really well, especially for a mid-range card, $250 to $300 card, depending on where you buy it. The 8350 is a good processor. I don't know why people badmouth it so much. Oh yeah, because it's AMD, and it's cool to hate AMD, because that's the cool thing. That's what the cool kids do. We all hate AMD. The 7970 is best bang for buck, but it's still pushing. It's still over $350 to $400. A lot of people don't have that kind of money to spend on a graphics card. So if you want to talk bang for buck, you've got to start talking 7870 or 7850 gigahertz edition. McAfee protection or AVG? A lot of people use AVG. I don't really like subscription-based antivirus. So I guess AVG. I have AVG on here. So the Papadoo says, by the way, Jay, it's James Rose from Twitter. Hey, James, how are you doing today, buddy? 55 y'all in here, and I'm getting out of here in 19 minutes, so get your questions in here. And if I'm not answering your question, guys, I'm not intentionally doing it. there's a lot of messages and things. It's hard to keep up, and I'm only one guy. So, okay, on Twitter, Charles Price says, Jay, what do you think? Do I think you should scavenge a new 1156? Hold on. Do I think you should scavenge a new 1156 motherboard and overclock your Intel i5 650, or just get a new Intel CPU motherboard? Get a new one. Just get a new one. The architecture has changed so much since the 600s, 700s, 8 and 900s. I mean, we're talking the new fourth generation compared to that is about to come out. So the price of the i7s and stuff today, like the 3770K or even the i5s, is really going to drop. There's no reason not to, in my opinion, because I don't like revamping old hardware like that unless you were severely, and I mean severely, on a budget. Clyde Media says, hey Jay, my Valley benchmark score was 1958 with an i5 3570K and a GTX 660 plus 16 gigabytes of RAM. What do I think of that score? What was my score? I need to look my score up real quick. I put it up on hard forums. Let me find it. I want to say it was 3,000. It's going to take me a second, guys. Bear with me. Just this is live. This is raw. This is happening now. This is on location, guys. So just hold up a moment here. Hold up. I gotta find the Valley benchmark pages. Actually, I think a better thing to do would probably be just to go to my recent posts, because I don't post much anymore. So bear with me, guys. I'm looking up. And if you want to have a cool benchmark just to play around with, and including a free sandbox world that just doesn't end, it goes on like forever as far as you want to travel, download the Unigen Valley benchmark. It's free. It's really cool to give you a good idea of what the frames per second is like on your graphics card when truly, stressed out, because it takes everything about DirectX 11 and just hammers your graphics card. So, okay, if I go to my recent posts, okay, new subscribe threads. Okay, geez, I do talk a lot on this one forum. Okay, Unigen preview. Nope, that's not what I want. I want benchmarks. Gosh, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Benchmark. Bam, number 2. Okay. Ah, sorry about that. Okay. I said, and funny, in that post I said, I gotta help represent AMD crowd. Pleased that I beat out some Intel systems here with the same GPU. I had gotten a, it was a 1,898 at average frames per second of 45, max 87.2, minimum of 22. So yeah, 1,898. There you go. What's a good case for 80 to 90 bucks? The Cooler Master, if you need good airflow, the Cooler Master is the Cooler Master half 922 is a good case, and it's less than 100 bucks. And now you've got me wanting to redo my Valley benchmark score simply because your 660 beat mine. But then again, I was running really out of date drivers and stuff, so now we have to redo it. See what you did? See what you now you. Now I got to do this. Now I've got to do this. Am I excited about the 700 series, Jay? No, not really, except for the fact that it's going to bring down pricing on graphics cards, which means that I'm going to end up probably sticking another 680 in this thing and making it last for as long as I can. The Papa Dude wants to know if I'm interested in the Steam box. No, not really, because I'm not much of a console player. I have Steam on my desktop, and when I'm not at my computer and not gaming, so I don't really care about that much. Side Media says that score was stock score without overclocking. Yeah, well, there you go. That's a good score. I'd be interested to know what your 3D Mark 11 score is, because that takes CPU into account as well, especially with physics rendering. Mine was highest score was like a 10,798. So run that and let me know. Send me a message. James Hardy says, your team, Wigan Athletic, won the FA Cup in England today. Internet high five. This is football, soccer. Yeah, I may not like soccer or football, but I know what it is at least. Here's your high five. Bam! Another broken nose to your face. There you go. Anyway, No, aside, that's a good point though. If the 660 Ti is performing that well, then that's good. That is really good news. Especially since my 680 is overclocked to 1352 megahertz. It's just time to redo that. Gosh, if I wasn't live streaming right now, I would do it on here. Okay, let's see. Matthias Lindberg says, Matthias, I think it's Matthias Lindberg says, I have an FX 6300 and a 660J, and I have lots of problems with your BIOS not being 1920 by 1080 on your screen. Is that a common issue? Your MOBO is from Gigabyte. I don't know what that means. Your BIOS isn't going to be 1080. BIOS they're very low resolution. They're like 640 by 480, I believe, and they're stretched. Yeah, you're not going to get 1080 BIOS, even a UEFI. Okay, Metroid Gaming says, I keep missing your question. Let me go find it then. Let me go back. What mouse am I currently using? I'm using the Logitech MX518, the one that looks like it's all dented up. And every time this breaks, I go and find another one. I'm on my third one in the last 6 years I've been using this mouse. This is my gaming mouse. This is what I pwn noobs with. I love this mouse. In fact, the feet on it are all torn. Look at the bottom. Tell me there isn't wear here. This foot's missing. This is all torn up. It's dented. Look at that. I have used the crap out of this mouse. Now I'm going to blind you. You ready? Bam! You're blind. See, you're blind. Now what? Jay, the Matt, Toe LTL. I think that's what it says. Sorry if I said it wrong. Toe LTL. Okay, Matt, how's that? Jay, would you suggest aftermarket cooling for graphics cards? And if so, what do you suggest someone would use? Arctic cooling makes a really good universal graphics card cooler. It's got 3 fans on it. It makes it much quieter. It's pretty much the only aftermarket air cooling that I can suggest. The only other thing you could do is like this right here, is water cooling. So, Okakatsu. You guys' names are so hard. Is there any good editing software you can expect? My daughter is banging on the door. Is there any good editing software I can expect? You can expect Window Movie Maker. I'm assuming you're asking for something other than Windows Movie Maker. If you're asking for free, no, there's not. You got to pay. There's different versions of Sony. There's all sorts of editing software out there. You just got to look. Okay, let's go back up here. Hey Jay, do you have any recommendations for the next GPU upgrade? You're running 2 GTX 580 Ti's in SLI. Intel rarely dropped prices, by the way. Even a spokeswoman from Intel said they weren't planning on it. They will plan it when Haswell comes out. They have to. Even if it's only by $50, they will drop it. And if not, then fine. I've got Micro Center, and I could get a 3770 for $220. So, whatever. James Hardy, need to buy a new desktop computer soon and want to buy a pre-built. Any brand recommendations? It's difficult for me to recommend because I know how these guys get their parts. Places like Cyber PC and iBuyPower and all those guys, they buy bulk refurb. And they'll sell you a computer at a brand new price, and they'll give you refurbed parts. And if you go and look at like the reviews of iBuyPower or Cyber PC, you'll see that you'll be lucky to get anything in the box when it comes. And if it does come, you got to hope it's not broken. If it does turn on, you got to hope it stays turned on. And then if you got to send it back, you hope you get it back. The reviews on some of these companies are so poor. And to be honest, I've been building my own computers and building computers for other people for so long. I just honestly don't know. I don't know who's building out there, and I don't know who's reputable. I mean, NCIX is a great company, but they're in Canada. I don't know what their interaction with the U.S. is when it comes to PC building and selling. So, HD Gamer says, in a few hours it's your birthday, and you're up to gaming and you're confused. What should you get? A gaming PC or HTC One? I need both, but I'm really up to gaming. But I broke my phone. What do I do? First off, the price of gaming PCs versus cell phones is very different. I'm curious as to what PC you would get instead of a smartphone that's in the same price range. So, yeah. I would say get the phone if you have to get a PC that's like $200, honestly. Hey Jay, are you excited about any new games coming out this year? I'll be honest with you, after playing BioShock Infinite, I don't know what I'm looking forward to because I don't know if anything can match it. I started playing Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon and it was boring. BioShock Infinite, I'm going to play that game again. I'm so going to play that game again. BioShock Infinite was so amazing that I don't know if anything can live up to it, in my opinion, at least not now. Gosh, I've had just as much fun on Minesweeper lately than any other games. Tyrone Jackson wants to know, should I get a Dell XPS 8500, buy a custom pre-built, or build your own? Is that 8500 a laptop or a desktop? You can't build your own laptop if that's what you're thinking. I don't know anything about the Dell's XPS 8500s. I just know once Dell bought Alienware, that Alienware's became even less value. James Hardy said, I meant like Samsung or Sony or something like that. And you're in England and it's not too good with all this malarkey about making it run faster. I'm not sure I follow the question, man. I apologize about that one. Mophead, so any recommendations for upgrading from your 550 Ti's? What's your price range? That's what matters. Yeah, that's what matters. You could always get two 660 Ti's if you want to go SLI. I want to get another 680 because I want to start messing around with SLI profiles myself, which I haven't done much of. I haven't done a whole lot of SLI stuff. I've SLI'd my 580, gave it to, well, sold it to a friend. He SLI'd it. I set it up in the profiles. Seems to work really good. I just don't know a whole lot about it. Unigen Valley Benchmark from Myro Pulinian. I think you're the one that was bragging a minute ago. Unigen Valley Benchmark 1.0 Extreme HD, FPS 30, 1253, 15.8, 15.4. Okay, yeah, that score I mentioned earlier at my 1898 was Valley. Were you talking about Haven Benchmark? If so, that's different than what I was talking about. So that makes a little more sense to me now. That that score of 1253 based on the 660 and the CPU model 3.03 is Intel Xenon. Wow. Okay. And it's interesting that you're running a Xenon for a gaming machine. The Xenon would be a lot like the AMD, where the AMD is the Bulldozer and the Pile Driver CPUs. They're server CPUs that were reconfigured slightly to become desktop PCs. So that's why they don't perform amazingly in games. The Xenon is probably a lot of the same situation where it's not going to perform, in my opinion, as good as, say, an i5 or an i7 in games, but the Xenon's going to have its real strong suits, like probably amongst rendering and things like that. James Hardy says, sorry to confuse. Do you have a brand recommendation like Samsung or Sony for desktop computers? I'm not good with technical things. Sony's been doing it a long time, but so's Samsung. You're gonna have to go to some sort of a review site and look up the exact models that you're looking. Ryan McClear wants to know if I'm dodging his question. There's no such thing as dodging here, man. The questions move faster than I can answer them. So let me scroll down here and find your question. Will you? Whoops, where'd it go? It disappeared. Will you make another raging video if AMD makes a graphics card like the GTX Titan? Maybe. There's a lot of truth to the rage videos. Granted, it's hammed up for the camera. Anything I've raged on, the box that Horizon sent and they sent me 2 of those packages, by the way, that little bitty part in the big old box. They sent me 2 of those. So I was truly upset that they sent such a big box because they charged me the shipping for that size box when they could have stuck it in an envelope. The Titan, that was 100% real rage there, man. And then the Xbox thing, granted it was not a working Xbox. The mentality of David or Adam Orth, whether or not the Xbox truly has always on internet, it was the bottom line that someone at Xbox or Microsoft had that type of mentality that pissed me off. Will there be more rage videos coming? Absolutely. In fact, I've been thinking even today, because I rewatched that Xbox video for the sake of rewatching it. And I love the fact that I've kind of got this thing going where when I don't like something, I run it over with my truck. And I think I kind of want to start a little, I don't know how I would incorporate it yet, but I want to incorporate some things I don't like, get the tire sort of thing. So I think it'd be fun. They're always so controversial. People hate rage videos as much as people love them. And when something gets broken or destroyed in it, oh yeah, and I had that video I made where I broke the keyboard. People got pissed about that one. Wow, you guys are crazy. It was like a $10 keyboard that was not even working. HD Gamer says his budget is $700 to $800. I think I'll go for the PC. Yeah, go for the PC, definitely. What do I think of Gaming Economy's Team Fortress 2? I don't know anything about it. I've played Team Fortress 2 if it's the same. Captain McGuffin wants to know LGA 1155 versus 2011. 2011 has a future path, has a path ahead of it because of they're going to be bringing back the 2011 socket for some of the Haswell and the IBE stuff. So 1155 potentially has a dead end, but yeah, we don't know exactly what is coming out. So you just have to wait and see. Metroid Gaming says he begs that he gets chosen for BioShock. There's a lot of people that want that game. And if you just joined, down in the description, if you follow me on Twitter, there is a giveaway for BioShock Infinite happening right now. You click that link. It's a click to tweet, and I'm going to be picking a winner through Twitter Draw randomly for that hashtag. But you have to be following on Twitter. That is a requirement because it is a 1,000 Twitter follower giveaway. So if you're not following, I'm just going to move on to the next one. That's the bottom line. And I'm not giving it away in any other platform because it is a thank you for Twitter followers. So I'm not going to thank all my Twitter followers by giving it away on YouTube to someone who's not even on Twitter. So that's the bottom line there. Maximilian wants to know, guys, when does Jay do his live streams? When Jay has the time, Jay does live streams. That's basically how it goes. Demonic Chivas is silently watching. Be afraid. I think he means be afraid. Oh, I'm very afraid. Jay, do I need you to fold my towels? Yes. I don't know how to fold towels. There, they're folded. There, they're done. That's the way I see it. They're done. Okay, guys, we got 2 more minutes. This is your 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. We're ending the stream, and I'm going to Fry's Electronics. And if you want to know what I'm looking at Fry's, because I'm going for early birthday and Christmas shopping. I'm going really early Christmas shopping, guys. Yes. If you want to know, you guys get to help me decide. I've got about $200 or $250 to spend for my birthday. Wife is taking me on a little shopping trip. I don't know what I want. I guess decisions. I can't make up my mind. Have you guys seen up here? Have you seen my shelf of things Jay's likes? Look at that. I've got iPhones up there. I got Samsungs. I've got Tilt products, processors. We've got headphones. Municio up there. What's up there? I mean, look. We've got my Elgato streaming device. We've got my graphics card. You know, over there we've got my TV. My sound bar. I mean, I've got everything I need, so it's really hard. It's really hard for me to decide when I'm going to buy something, like what to buy, because I'm not like, where the hell was the camera? There we go. That doesn't work. All right. It's really hard for me to pick things that I want when it's like, you know, hey Jay, you're gonna get a gift, because I have everything I want. So I'm not going to buy an APU for the simple sake of doing an APU. I would try to get a company to send me one and a motherboard, and then I'll do it. See, that's how this thing works. That's how this YouTube tech thing works. You get people to send you stuff. Whether you get to keep it or not doesn't matter. You get them to send it to you. You put their name out there because you say, hey, this guy was nice enough to send me this. You do a review on it, and then you send it back. Or you get lucky by doing... or you get lucky doing a build for a guy, and you get to use some of their parts for their build to do, you know, reviews and things like this Hyper 212 that I'm going to be doing because it's the most highly recommended CPU cooler on the market. All right, I'm going to read a couple more, and then we're getting out of here. Ryan McClure, what do you think of Beats headphones? I personally think they are awful because you pay for the sponsorship by Dr. Dre. I think the Beats headphones get absolutely hammered by a company called Municio because Municio actually takes all of the other headphones on the market, reverse engineers them, finds their flaws, redesigns, and then comes up with a better product. I love people. Some people have accused me of being a sellout to Municio, and here's the bottom line. I've never received $1. I was allowed to keep the review units. And hold on, baby, I'm almost done. I'm allowed to keep the review units. And I love the sound quality. The quality of them is amazing. And because of that, that's why I'm passionate about it. In college, I used to install competition kicker sound systems for kicker, as well as Rockford Fosgate, and we used to compete in dB drags, and I was building 160 decibel, 155 decibel sound systems that were purely bass. I'm an audiophile. I love sound. I hear sounds other people don't hear. So when I put on a pair of headphones and they sound like crap, they sound like super crap to me. I've never heard anything from Municio that I didn't like, so that's why I was so excited about that. As for the Beats, yes, you're paying for the name. I've never had a friend of mine who likes their Beats over the Municios when they get to hear mine. That's the bottom line. So, anyway, guys, It is time to get out of here. I'm sorry that there hasn't been enough time for me to answer all of your questions. I now have a kid that's back there screaming, so it's obviously time to go. Continue to put your questions in the comments like I do on all my other live streams. I will come back and I'll answer all the questions that I can for the next few days. Send me messages, whatever. Follow, subscribe if you're new. Appreciate all of you guys coming. There's all 60 of you in here. I wish I could stay all day, but I've got things to do. Make sure you're following me on Twitter because I'm going to be asking you guys at Fry's Electronics later today about what I should get for my birthday because I don't freaking know. Maybe I'll let you guys help me decide what Jay's needs because I feel like I have everything. I mean, see? I even had these guys right here. Even had these guys. G930 headphones. Wireless. They're a little sticky because I have hair gel problems. See? Anyway, I'm getting out of here, guys. Again, thanks. Love each and every one of you. You guys are making YouTube worth doing. And I'll see you guys in my next video or my next live stream. Maybe tonight. I'm going to live stream on Twitch. Last call. If you guys just joined, click the tweet down below. If you're following me on Twitter, giving away a copy of Steam copy, BIOSHOCK Infinite, only for those following on Twitter as a thank you for 1,000 followers. At 500 likes on Facebook, I'm going to do another giveaway. So if you have Facebook, click the Facebook link down in the description, go and click that like button, and that'll automatically enter you for the next giveaway I'm going to do in about, I think, 70 more likes. All right, guys, we'll see you then. Take care. How do you turn this thing